Hi, welcome to another episode of So Sensible. Today we're going to make this really fun thing called a cool wrap. And I don't know about you, but in the summertime I overheat instantly. So once my mother-in-law gave me this thing called a cool thing, and it was basically like this. And it's essentially a ice pack that isn't like ice cold, but it stays cool all the time, and you just wrap it around your shoulders, kind of like a scarf. So what you're going to need for this project is you're going to need 2 strips of fabric. So this is a great way to use your scrap pile, and you're going to need Orbeez. Okay, so the Orbeez are something like kids use all the time, and they're all in all kinds of different projects. But you can just find them. These are called super beads, and they're really cheap on Amazon, but you can probably find them anywhere. So let's get going. So the first thing you're going to do is you need 2 pieces of 4-inch strips that are the length of the fabric. You're going to put the 2 pieces of fabric together. So this is the end, but you're going to actually start right here, and you'll see why you want to start in the middle later. So you're just going to pin it if you want to, but you don't need to if you feel comfortable. Okay, as you can see, I left this much opening, and it did go over a little bit, but it's going to be fine. We're not even going to trim that off because this is pretty easy going. The pattern's pretty simple. And we're going to use this to flip it inside out. Okay, so go ahead and flip it out. Okay, so now we have it all flipped out. And what we're going to want to do is we're going to measure 10 inches, and we're going to pin right there on the 10-inch line. If you want to, you can press this, but you don't really need to. Just make sure your folds are out. Okay, so you can kind of guesstimate the 10 inches, and what you're going to want to do is you're going to sew a seam all the way down, and you should probably double and force it. So if you want to sew it twice, that would be super. And you're going to do that on the other side too. So you're going to have 10-inch tails like this. But you're going to just have a stitch going across. Then what you're going to want to do is you're going to go to your opening, and you're going to want to put about 2 tablespoons of Orbeez in there. Now, this is kind of like, you can gauge it. It's whatever you want, but I will warn you, when I made this one, I put 3 tablespoons in it and it exploded. So just be careful how many you want to put in there and how much water you want to soak it in. So it probably would have been fine if I hadn't soaked it in as much water. So you've got the beads in there. See that? And what you're going to want to do is carefully tip it so that it's out of your way. And then you're going to want to come back here and pin it. And you're going to just stitch right here. So there we have it, the stitch right here. It doesn't look like much, but it really will work wonders. We brought these to the Royals game for Scentsy family reunion, and it kept us cool the whole time. It was like 102 degrees out, and it was a real lifesaver. For sure. But if you just want to just soak it in a bucket of water or in your sink, they'll expand and be a cooling scarf for you to wear. And you just put it right on your neck like this, and it'll keep you cool all day. Thanks for joining us on So Sensible. We'll see you next time.